Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am crocheting my first ever jumbo plushie. I'm gonna take a video of what she's doing right now. Show them what you're doing. You're making so much noise being inside this paper bag. It's very disruptive. Okay, so I haven't really jumped on the jumbo plushie bandwagon. Sounds like it would hurt my hands. Sounds like, where the heck are you gonna put it? Like, you know? However, my friend's mom specifically requested a massive jumbo tooth. Well, she said 24 inches, but then she said as big as I could make it. So let me show you what I have so far. I did sadly start without you guys. I'm sorry. I had way too much caffeine one day and was way too ambitious. Be prepared. It's very, very big. Like, I wasn't kidding. It's jumbo. You could literally use this as a weight to work out. It's that heavy. Oh, and the reason I'm making a tooth is because my friend's sister is studying to be a dentist and she's getting some sort of certificate or like graduating something. I don't really know the specifics, but basically she's gonna be a dentist, and so I'm crocheting a massive tooth for her. What better gift than a massive jumbo crochet tooth, right? Right? I did just get back from Michael's because I bought 4 more skeins, and so this is 9 skeins so far, so 4 more, that's gonna be 13 skeins of yarn. I'm hoping that will be enough. I'm really hoping, but I guess we'll find out tonight because I probably will get through all 4 skeins. Anyways, I don't really know how many more rounds. Okay, this is really hard to like stand up straight. This is the only way I can think to show it. Tell me how many more rounds of single crochets you think I need to do. So like how much longer it needs to be before I crochet the roots of the teeth. I don't know if that's what it's called, you know, the little, the roots that are like in your gums or whatever. Okay, so tell me how much longer you think it needs to be. Should I start the roots? Is this good enough? What do you think? I probably should have got an extra skein just in case. Does it need to be a little bit longer? This is the hard part, is like visualizing it. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take a photo of it and I'm gonna draw the rest of the tooth to try to get an idea of how much longer I need it to be before I do the roots. So here's the picture of the tooth, and now I'm just gonna draw the rest of the tooth how I want it to look. This is an extremely rough sketch, so don't judge, but I actually think I'm at the point where I can crochet the roots. So obviously we've crocheted all the way up till here. These are the roots I drew. I think that looks good. I think that shape looks really good. So I actually think I can go ahead and start the roots now. I don't think I need any more additional rows. So I think I'm gonna attempt to split the opening into 4 sections. I don't know, we're really just winging it. I did actually forget to mention, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be putting like an amigurumi cute little face on the front. I'm gonna have to touch base with her mom and see what she thinks. I did find a pair of 60mm safety eyes. That's the biggest I could find. I don't really know if that will be the size that we need. I just know that we need a very, very large size if we were to do that. If we don't use safety eyes, I would want to use felt, and I honestly just really don't want to use felt. I would very much prefer to use safety eyes than to use felt, so I probably would get the 60mm if she does want a face. Anyways, all that to say, I definitely won't be finishing it tonight. If we get to the point where I need to stuff it, I'm gonna stop for the night because I will have to order eyes on Amazon, and I have to put the eyes on before I completely close up the piece. So oh yeah, and I'm using a 19mm crochet hook. This thing is a workout to crochet with. It's so difficult. I was actually mid-round when I ran out of yarn, so I'm gonna have to finish this round real quick. Okay, I messed up somewhere. My row count is all messed up. My memory failed me. I figured out what I was doing wrong. Let's go ahead and keep going. So I just finished up that row and I totally forgot to wear my compression glove. This yarn really hurts my hands, so this glove really helps. I just did a decrease round, and since I'm gonna end here with crocheting upwards, I need to do some math and figure out how I'm gonna split this into 4 sections. Okay, so I just did some math and I made a little bit of a diagram. I'll insert a little picture or something here. It probably makes no sense, but basically I'm gonna split the tooth into 4 sections, or well, I'm gonna make 4 chains to separate the roots of the tooth, and then I'm gonna crochet the center closed. It's not that uncommon to see people do this method when they're crocheting legs of an amigurumi sometimes. So I'm basically crocheting the tooth legs. These proportions that I have mapped out here are a total guesstimate, so I'm probably gonna have to play around with it just a little bit. Like, I doubt this will work perfectly my first try. This is simply just a starting point and we're gonna go from there and see how it looks. It's so hard to get all of this in frame. I'm trying to figure out how I want to set the camera up. You obviously saw in the previous clips I just set it up to where you could see just the tooth. Should I angle it down enough to where you can still see my face? We'll do that. Hopefully I don't look stupid. Okay, so now I'm gonna do a chain. I wrote down chain 12, so let's see how a chain 12 looks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, and then I wrote down to skip 10 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm gonna crochet into this one, the 11th stitch. So that gives us our first hole for the first root of the tooth. It's really hard to tell at this point if that's gonna be a big enough hole. I'm just gonna go ahead and do this round how I mapped it out, and then we'll figure it out afterwards if it looks good or not, because it's super hard to tell at this point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh my gosh. I feel like I'm at the point where I need to get on the floor. Yeah, this is really hard to tell while sitting at my desk. Like, I don't have room for it anymore. Ugh, this is impossible. It's so hard to even show you guys. I've done 2 holes for 2 of the roots. Wait, I just realized something. Do I need the roots to be like at the corners? Because I did kind of like a square shape, if you can tell. Yeah, you can't really tell, can you? I did like a square shape, obviously, for like a square shaped tooth. So now I'm wondering if I need to line up the roots with the corners, maybe? Is that how teeth work? I'm gonna look up a picture of a tooth real quick. Okay, yeah, so I need to make sure I line up the roots with the corners. I didn't do that, so sadly I might need to frog. But I'm thinking I might set something up on my floor so that I can just crochet on the floor. Okay, so the lighting down here probably sucks, but this is what we're working with. I need to be on the floor to finish this thing. I also have to be like all the way over here, so... And also, of course, my cat is right in the way. Can I like just scoot you over like just a little bit? Like, can you scoot over this way? Also, this trash bag isn't very aesthetic, but it still has my April Fool's joke plushies in there. Unfortunately, I will be throwing away some of my crochet plushies today. I haven't done anything with that yet. This is a bag of plushies, not a bag of trash. So bear with me, okay? I wish these would like stick straight up because it's hard to tell. I guess I could temporarily stuff it. I might have to just to get the vision. Wait, it's gonna stick up. Wait. I might have accidentally put the roots in a good spot, actually. This might actually work. Yeah, this might actually work. I think I'm gonna go ahead and finish this round to make the outline of the roots, and then we'll see the placement from there, because I think this might work, which will be really great. Okay, the fact that I'm like out of breath already is ridiculous. So now I need to chain 12 again. Oh my gosh, I've got yarn fuzz all over me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So my camera died. I'm just gonna let that charge up a little bit, but I did finish that round. And this is how it's looking. The chains are definitely like in an okay spot. However, I'm debating if they're long enough. So if you kind of stretch it out a little bit, this is exactly how big the roots will be. And I feel like that might be a little too small. I'm gonna have to think about this for a second. It's literally been 20, maybe 30 minutes of me just sitting here pondering about the roots. I feel like I won't know until I do another round. But I don't want to get too far because I don't want to frog it.
12, 24, 36, 48 plus 20, 68. What's divisible by 68?
What can I decrease this round by? Oh my gosh. So I can decrease by 4 and then decrease by 8. That sounds good to me. I'm gonna do that, and then we're gonna see the true size of the root holes. Then we'll go from there. Okay, so let's do the decrease by 4 round. Where is my hook? I'm just gonna decrease on all 4 of the sections that I didn't chain. I'm not even gonna count. I don't even care. We might end up frogging it anyways, so what does it matter? Okay, what does that look like? I'm gonna take a video on my phone and show you guys the overhead shot here. So that's how big the root hole is. I don't know if that's big enough. This is really hard. I feel like that's too small. I'm like rethinking everything right now. What if I keep the chains the same, but I make less space in between the chains? Okay, I'm gonna need a minute again. Okay, so I have officially decided to frog. It's literally probably been like 30 minutes. I'll insert it over here, a new diagram. This is once again just winging it. I don't know if this is gonna work, but I'm making the gaps between the roots smaller and I'm making the roots bigger. Yeah. Okay, so it's only like a slight difference, but it's gonna make a big difference overall, I think. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then I'm gonna skip 12 stitches instead of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then I'm only gonna single crochet 3 instead of 5. All right, well, how does that make our hole look? I think that might be better. Let me go ahead and do this entire round. Okay, so I just finished that round. Yeah, I think this might be much better. I think it's looking much more proportional. Okay, so let's see. 12, 24, 36, 48 plus 12. I'm left with 60 again. I think I'm gonna decrease by 12. So what is that, 12 times 5? So that means I will do single crochet 3 decrease. Okay, I'm gonna do single crochet 3 decrease and see what happens. My arm hurts. Need a stretch break. Angel, no. She will eat that garbage bag if I let her. Can you guys see her from there? Keep an eye on her for me. Angel, no. I don't want to lose track of my stitch count. I'm almost done with this row. I really hope this is it. I hope this is it. I hope I don't have to frog again. Oh, all right. My knees are starting to hurt. Wait, I think this is it. I think this is it. Do you see the vision here? Do you see the vision? I see the vision. I think it's looking great like this. I think I'm gonna keep decreasing by 12 and close up the center. Do I kick her out? I don't know. She's being kind of a nuisance. Should I start stuffing? I don't know. Like I said, I'm still not sure about the eyes yet. If you hear noises, Angel has gotten into that paper bag from earlier. As long as that's stopping her from eating plastic. Whatever. I'm sorry. I could still stuff a little bit. You know what? We'll stuff a little bit. I'm gonna start by adding a layer of this more dense fiber fill. Since this is more dense, I'm hoping it will fill in those lumps and bumps in the corners from where I did the increases for the square shape. So I'm gonna do a layer of this on the top of the tooth. It's the top of the tooth, but it's the bottom of the plushie at the moment. And we are gonna need quite a bit of this. All right. So I'm gonna just kind of stuff it in the corners here. All right. My black shirt's gonna be covered in stuffing fibers. I think that might be enough of that type because I also have all of this stuffing, which I don't really use this on the regular. This is, it's like the name brand. It's like the polyfill. And it's just super fluffy and soft. It'll work really well on this, and I'll be able to finally get rid of this because I don't use it very often. It'll be nice to have this out of my closet. And I'm thinking we'll probably use this entire thing. I might need to actually go buy more stuffing. So we'll see. I'm just gonna start tossing handfuls in there. This cat, I should just save myself the peace of mind and figure out. Okay. This is crazy. This is the most I've ever stuffed a plushie. I've never needed to use so much stuffing. Ugh, I'm sweating. It'll be nice once this is stuffed to be able to see like the true shape because I've been winging this entire thing, of course, as usual. I don't even know if the shape is very tooth shaped or not. We will see. Oh my gosh, I wish I didn't wear a crew neck. I'm so hot right now. I wonder if I should add the weighted beads to the bottom of the roots. I wonder if that would be a good idea. We'll have to see. That might be an option though. Props to these people who constantly make these jumbo plushies. This is so much freaking work. I want to make sure I really shape the top of the tooth so that keeps the square shape. Ouch, got fake nails on and I just bent this one. I hate that feeling. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm just gonna toss a bunch in and then shape after. Ooh. I'm just imagining the way I'm putting my arms in. I'm just imagining jumping into like a pool of this stuffing. Like a ball pit of this stuffing would go crazy. It would be like jumping in clouds. I'm covered in those little plastic bits that are in stuffing. This cat, she's on the move. She's never been such a menace. The other day, I took a shower and I came out, and I have 2 bathrooms, so I came out of one bathroom. I went into the other one to do my makeup and skincare and stuff. The toilet paper was completely unraveled. Mind you, this is a blind cat. I have never seen her play with the toilet paper on the toilet roll. Never. And then my floor mat that's next to my sink, completely like not where it's supposed to be. Like just completely moved. And I even have one of those grippers underneath the rug. It's like, what was she doing? Like, girl, I'm busy. I'm busy. Like, I can't give you attention all day. All right, more. How much do I want to stuff this right now? I don't know. How are we looking? How are we looking? All right, she's about to, like, she will chew at this bag if I don't watch her. She will chew at it. She'll claw at it. She'll be biting it. Like, she loves plastic. I'm sure lots of cats do. She will attack this. There's a bunch of holes in this because of her. Anyways, okay. I might have to go back in with the more dense fiber fill and stuff the edges a bit more. I don't know. How are we looking? Oh! See how there's a bunch of those wrinkles? We want to get rid of those. So I really need to jam pack this in there. Just behave. Behave. I'm gonna have to really get down there to fill in those lumps and bumps. Oh yeah, we're gonna need to use a lot of stuffing. I didn't even plan on stuffing it this much, but we can always take some out if I decide to add the safety eyes in the future. Whew. Oh, it's getting in my mouth. Get out of my mouth. How are we looking? Okay, it's getting better. It's getting better, I think. I don't know, am I delusional? Whew. We just really need to pack it in there. Pack it in there. Ugh. I feel like I'm gonna break a nail off using them as stuffers. Okay, this is starting to really round out. I hope that it will still take on a slightly squarish shape. Oh my gosh. Dude, this is so much work. I'm so glad I had this big bag of stuffing. I've had this for probably years now, maybe 4 years, because I never use this stuffing. And now I finally have a reason to use it. Oh my gosh. Ooh, I'm gonna like flop on it. I didn't expect it to actually like hit the ground. This yarn is so fluffy. I fully expected to be like off the ground. I don't know, it's so fluffy, it just caves right in. Kind of fun. It's actually really fun. Okay, one more time. Alright, I just made a TikTok, but I'm gonna continue stuffing. I am very hot right now. I might have to take a break. It is midnight also. I think I'm gonna probably work on this until like 1 maybe. That's kind of like my stopping point recently. I used to literally work until like 4 or 5 a.m. like crochet and stuff, but I try to stop around 1. I'm definitely a night owl, so I stay up pretty late naturally, which is not good for your mental health. Probably not your physical health either. All right, how are we looking? Don't lie. Actually, I can't see it right now. Do lie to me. Tell me it looks perfect. How was that? Are we looking good? Okay, actually, I need to see. Okay, we need some right here. Let's grab a ball of the stiff stuffing. Okay, we want this corner. I'm just gonna shove it down in this corner there. Does that make a difference? Okay, no. It didn't. I think we just need to stuff more in that corner in general. Ooh, I'm trying to like use my fist instead of my fingers. I've been going like this and it's like making my nails loose. They're kind of old. I've kind of had them on for like a couple weeks now. I'm not doing myself any favors by using them as tools right now. Oh, I feel the like pocket of air where I need stuffing. Whew. Oh, I just breathed in. Okay, I'm just gonna have to swallow it. I just breathed in those tiny little plastic pieces from the stuffing. I'm probably already full of microplastics anyways. Whew. All right.
What the heck? I didn't get it again.
I need some more down here too. I have a big pocket in this corner that I need to stuff. Oh my gosh, we're gonna go through this stuffing so fast. And those corners where I made like the square shape just need so much stuffing so that they hold that pointy shape in the corners. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, wait, I've been like really pressing this stuff. That corner looks good. Wait, let me show you. This corner is trying to look up. I spoke too soon. There is still a little bit of a divot here, but I think if I keep going, this part right here, yeah, look how like square that is. Not square, but like it's still got a little bit of roundness to it. But you know what I mean, right? You can clearly see the corner of the tooth. I'm gonna need more stuffing probably. I feel like I'm gonna need a lot more stuffing. This is why I don't use this stuffing. I like to shape my plushies with the stuffing, if that makes sense. Like I kind of use it in my favor to shape the plushies as I'm stuffing them. Oh my gosh, we're almost through that whole bag. I'm gonna be able to fit all of that stuffing in here. I didn't think we would need much more than that, but I should have known better, like honestly. Anyways, I don't really know if I tend to overstuff more than the average crocheter or not, but all I know is that I make sure to
Stuff things.
I've also heard over time stuffing kind of like breaks down a little bit. I don't know how that works, but I've just heard that. Oh my gosh, how long have I been stuffing this? Oh my gosh, I might actually dip into more of that dense fiber fill. I wasn't going to because I'm not gonna have any stuffing at all left. I didn't want to go to the store tomorrow. That's kind of why I didn't really want to use all of that other stuffing, because I do have some other plushies I want to work on that I will need stuffing for. I used all of that. I used all of that stuffing. So yeah, we're gonna dip into that box. I am glad to have finally gotten rid of this, but oh my gosh, holy smokes. I'm gonna use more of this. And I'm gonna really try to put them in the 4 corners of the tooth to really make those stick out. It's possible I have another box of this stuffing in my closet. I'll have to check. I don't think I do though. Yeah, this stuffing is like so much easier to really get in there. Like we're really filling out that corner now. Let's go on to the next corner. Like right down here. Oh, I can't wait to take a shower. Like I'm so sweaty right now. I'm gonna be so sad when I run out of stuffing. If I run out of this stuffing and this is as far as I get, it's gonna be like a cliffhanger for me for the night. Not for you guys, because you'll literally see the next time I work on this in the next clip. But for me, it'll be a couple days. Okay, now she's gonna play with that empty bag, but as long as she's not eating it, I don't care because there's not stuffing in it anymore. There's so many times where like I accidentally drop a piece of stuffing on the ground like this and I hear she's fully eating stuff. Like, it's so bad. I need to like really stuff that one spot. Oh, wait, I found it. You like push all the way down and then suddenly like your arm will just go through it. And I'm like, oh, that's the air pocket. That's where we need to fill. Try to get that spot. There we go. Very satisfying. Oh my gosh, yes, we're getting low on this box. Oh my gosh, there's still like a bump there. A ripple. That's a good word for it. There's like a ripple. All right, try to smooth out that ripple. See, did I get it? Almost. Let me just like push this down. Ooh, I'm stretching it out a little too much. There's noticeable holes. Okay, that's not good. So let me show you. You can see like right there and right there, you're starting to be able to see holes because I was really like pushing the stuffing down in there. So it kind of stretched it out a little bit. I want to avoid that for sure. But here's that like little ripple that I'm trying to fill that I keep missing. I stuffed too much right here and not enough right here. All right, I need to loosen up some of that stuffing right there because I don't want those holes. I was worried about that too because since I'm using such a big hook, it's like impossible to even go down another size with this yarn just because it's so big. I think we kind of softened that up a little bit. I don't know. Oh my gosh, this is getting so heavy. There is fuzz in my nose. I'm like snorting it right now. I'm like having fun making this, but I just can't imagine doing this all the time. Ooh, I need it right in this spot where my fist is. Right there. My cat is currently in that paper bag again. Here's how we're looking. I think the ridges are looking a lot better. This is gonna get like squished and squeezed. I imagine it's gotta travel 3 hours in a car / truck possibly. So it's gonna get a little smushed and squished and it's probably not gonna be constantly in the perfect shape. So there's no reason to worry about it too much. I do need to know if I have crocheted it nicely, but in a good shape. But at this point, I think I'm kind of committed. Having to like unstuff this and frog it would be a little bit crazy. Would be a little bit unfortunate. Well, it would be a lot of it unfortunate, but I think it's looking good so far, so I don't think we have to worry about that too much. This is out of hand how much stuffing this is taking. I'm gonna need like a whole other box of stuffing. This is all of the stuffing I have left. This is it. I'm about to put it in here. The stuffing's gone. It's gone. I'm about to go see if I have an extra box in my closet. I don't have any. That was my last bit of stuffing. Camera is at a weird angle because of my cats. I'm gonna still crochet a little bit more, but it might be a little bit hard to see the shape come together just because the bottom's gonna be so stuffed and like fluffed out, and then the top is gonna be like kind of floppy and caved in. It's not gonna be at its full potential, so it's gonna be a little bit hard to see the vision here. But let's do a recap. Let me show you from far away. I haven't even really took a good look at the shape so far, but this is after all of that stuffing. Let's see if I can even lift it up. This is the top. How is it looking? This is the side. How is it looking? I can't really see it. The screen is so small from over here. And this is the other side. Okay, I'm gonna flip it over. Oh wow, wait. Okay, it's looking a little bit off. Like it's a little bit off center, but we still need more stuffing. This could be a whole seat. Like you could sit on this. Oh my god, this is actually really comfy. Oh my gosh, and it's squishy. Wait. This is really comfy. Oh my god, my knees are like sweaty. Oh my god, that's really disgusting. Sorry, but that's crazy. That's how much work I'm putting into this. My knees are sweating. I wasn't kidding when I said I was sweating. I probably just completely ruined the shape a little bit. I kind of ruined the corners a little bit, but We're not even fully stuffed anyways, so whatever. I think we're looking good though. I just really hate these, like you can really see right here. That's where I was trying to stuff. That's what I'm trying to really fill in. Like that doesn't look good. I mean, teeth I guess have that like texture, like they have ridges at the top. So it's kind of like realistic almost. I don't know guys. I do need to kind of like shape it a little bit. See, the more I shape it, the more that stuffing is coming out of the corners because we're getting these bumps again. I was working so hard to fill them. I think I'm gonna start crocheting again. My goal for the night is to close the center up and then I'm gonna get ready for bed. I'm decreasing by 12 in hopes that it really like flattens and stretches together so that I have these nice holes for the roots. So I just did 3 decrease, so now I'm gonna do 2 decrease. This is gonna be a lot of arm work here. I need to put my compression glove back on. Okay, back to business. Wait, I think I just messed up. Last stitch complete. All right, I just did 2 single crochet decrease, so now I'm gonna do 1 single crochet decrease. I need some electrolytes after sweating this much. Good thing I got a Gatorade in the fridge. I should have done one of those TikToks where it's like, me before crocheting my jumbo tooth plushie, me after crocheting my jumbo tooth plushie, because I probably look a mess right now. I just finished my single crochet decrease round, so now I have to do an entire round of decreases. Here's how that's looking. Not really sure about these openings. I'm not gonna fasten it off. I'll leave myself the opportunity to easily frog in case these holes I made are not ideal, because right now I'm questioning it a little bit, but I am almost out of this skein, so I will need to crack open another skein. I'm nervous with all these decreases. There's gonna be big holes in between my stitches. I'm trying to make them as tight as possible, but it's hard with this yarn and this hook, such a big hook. Almost done with this skein. I'm on my last round, but I'll probably stop crocheting once I get to the end of this skein. Yeah, see how these are rippling up? You see that? I might have to frog, I don't know. I hope not, but it's not looking too promising. I only have 2 more decrease stitches to make and then I'm done with this bottom portion, but we're looking a little funky. We're looking a little funky, we are. Let me try to give you a full view here. There's the front. That's how it looks from the side. That's how it looks from the other side. Oh my gosh, this is heavy. And a final look at the bottom. This is how we're looking. That's my tooth so far. It does make for a very comfy seat. See you Monday. Okay, I'm back and I'm ready to work on the giant tooth. So I've been sleeping on where I'm gonna go from here and I've made some decisions. I think I'm gonna frog this. The fact that these flap out makes me think I need to make the chains a bit smaller. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do, and that requires me to frog this whole center bit that I did the other night. I did buy more stuffing and we have decided not to do the face on the tooth. So I don't have to worry about the face. I can just finish it probably tonight, hopefully. I'm hoping we have enough yarn. I maybe should have bought an extra skein today just in case while I was at Michael's, but I didn't. I have 3 skeins left right now and 4 roots to make. Honestly, I'm just gonna lock in and redo this center part. So I did the chain round to separate it into 4 sections here. Well, technically 5 if you count the center. And then I did another round around the chain. I'm just gonna keep going until I close this up. I think this is looking much more promising. Since these are no longer curving upwards, I just had to make the chain shorter. So I'm really glad I decided to frog before going any further, to be honest. All right, so I just finished this middle piece. These little flaps are still kind of pointing upwards. I don't really want to make less chains than I already have. I think we're just gonna see how it turns out like this. And if we have to come back to the drawing board, we have to come back to the drawing board. Okay, we've almost used up a whole nother box. I did buy 3 more boxes, so I have 2 more after this one's gone. I think now we only have to stuff the teeth. I think that will still take a lot of stuffing, but I'm hoping at least one whole other box will be good enough. Okay, but now it's time for the moment of truth. I'm hoping that I stuffed this enough for there to be no ripples at the top of the tooth. Is there any ripples? I think we're good. I think this is perfect. It really rounded out when I added all of the stuffing I needed to add. I am still thinking about indenting the top just to have a little bit of a shape to the top of the tooth so it's not completely flat. I was looking for an upholstery button. I'll kind of put up a picture of an example because I don't really know the right terminology. I think they're just called upholstery buttons. I kind of wanted to do that, but I can't find a big enough button for that literally anywhere, and Joann's is gone. I know Joann would have set me straight. I know Joann would have been there for me. She probably would have had the exact button I'm looking for. The exact button in my brain I bet would be at Joann's. RIP to her. RIP to her for real. Since changing up how I did this middle section, I still have this amount of yarn left after my, what was that, 11th skein? I have 3 more. No, 10th skein. So I still have some left of my 10th skein. I don't want to cut this until I'm sure of the center bit, so I'm just gonna leave that for now. And I'm gonna crack open my 11th skein and start my roots from there. All right, here's where I'm at the moment. This is what the root is looking like, and I'm having a little bit of a dilemma. I'm worried since it's so heavy at the top of the tooth that once I crochet the 4 roots, the top of the tooth is just gonna be like so heavy that these are so squished down and they won't really be too supported. I was thinking about the weighted beads option. I do need to go to Michael's anyways to buy 2 more skeins of yarn. But then I'm also thinking once all of the weight is pressed on the roots, they're going to be squished down slightly. So I'm thinking maybe I should make them longer than I actually want them to be so that once it's smushed down, it still looks like it's the perfect length. However, this root, this one single root was 1 skein of yarn. I have 2 skeins left and I'm going to buy 2 more. So I was hoping that each root would be 1 skein. Well, I've already bought 13 skeins and buying 2 more, that would be 15 skeins, so you do the math there. So yeah, I'm really in a pickle right now. So far, I think the shape is looking really good. I'm just nervous once we flip it over and it's standing on the roots, how it's gonna support itself and how it's gonna look with how heavy the top is. But I really gotta go to Michael's before they close, so I'm gonna go do that right now. So I just got back and I brought another human with me. Yep. It's the sister of the dentist, remaining anonymous, not on camera. She's gonna cut out a giant heart like a Build-A-Bear.
The more we say it, the stupider it sounds. A Build-A-Bear is like an animal, and this is
well, your mom didn't want a face.
A tooth, a heart.
I felt you like looking at me, like you're sitting there like...
I don't know what I'm supposed to do. You have my felt.
She's gonna cut out a big giant heart out of this red felt and then sew it together and fill it with beanbag pellets. And the beanbag is sentimental to the future dentist because it's her beanbag chair. She refuses to be on camera, so she's gonna be to the side doing this all alone while I finish crocheting the roots to this tooth.
Sewing that up all by herself.
You won't be in the video, so I'm throwing shade. Also, I decided against the pellets. I kind of wanted to add pellets, but I don't even know if it would help my problem. We're just gonna crochet it and see how it looks when it's standing up, but I'm a little nervous. Are you cold?
No, I just want to get cozy.
See, they would know what I mean if they actually could see that you just put a furry coat
There's
on
no
your head.
they. There's no they. It's
Yes,
just
it
you.
is.
It's you and me. We're here right now.
They're right there! Right there.
I know, I see them. Hello.
Thank you.
We should put our AirPods or headphones on and just have like a silent party.
Okay, put your headphones on. Here's her heart so far. This is your sewing line.
Yeah.
She drew a little sewing line. Mystery Crunch unboxing. 1, 2, 3. What is that? Like, what is the flavor? It's cherry vanilla. Wait, you didn't flip it inside out. You have to empty the whole thing. you ready to put it in? Alright, so this is how we're looking now. Cracking open my 13th skein. And we're starting on the 3rd root. I sat here for like, how long you think? 40 minutes? Trying to figure out where my round started. Oh, the box almost fell on me. I could do a video when I'm done though. I could try to hide the back tooth and then be like, I made Miffy. And then I turn it, I'm like, never mind, it's a tooth. Okay, so I've officially decided I'm gonna close up this center bit here. Oh my god, I just snapped the yarn.
Cut the cameras.
I'm cracking open the 15th skein. This is the last one I have. If you can't tell, I'm exhausted. It's 3:33 a.m. Angel numbers. I literally look insane. I'm so exhausted. I just dropped my friend off. I unfortunately didn't finish the tooth. But we are very, very close to being done, and thankfully I don't need any sort of weighted pellets in the bottom because we tested standing it up and it stands up pretty good on its own. So I'm really happy about that. I'll have to show you how it looks standing up tomorrow. I do not have the energy right now to flip this thing over, but let me go ahead and show you where it stands right now. This room has seen much better days. Don't judge. Here's how it looks on the side. I'm actually really happy with how the shape is turning out. I did sadly notice the corners of the square on the top are not super in line with the roots, but honestly I think I'm the only person that's gonna notice that. I don't think anyone else is gonna notice it. So yeah, it's looking really good and hopefully I will finish it tomorrow. Hi guys, not gonna lie, it's been a few weeks since that last clip you just saw. I ended up having to crochet a sheep that I had a tight deadline for, so I had to put that first before this tooth. We're giving this to her in 3 days, so I really need to finish it. It's crunch time now. And tomorrow is my sister's birthday, so I'll be going over to my mom's house, so I don't have much time to work on it tomorrow. And you might look at this and think, well, that's definitely not going to take you long. Like, it looks almost completely done. I decided I'm gonna frog like half of it. I know. Yeah, I'm gonna frog like half of it. Why? I did mention in the last clip how the roots are a bit off from the corners, and I did end up making another tooth with a different yarn. I did make this frosting top, which, not gonna lie, was kind of a flop, and I haven't made the mouth yet, so ignore that. When I made this, I did have to shift the roots. It was much easier to see where the corners were and where I was making the roots on a smaller version. So crocheting this tooth definitely taught me that I needed to modify where I placed the roots, and I want to do that for this big guy here too. I've put way too much time and effort into this for it to be crooked. I'm also noticing some gaps where I don't want gaps. I really don't like the look of gaps. It's kind of inevitable since I'm using such a big hook. Like, I can't downsize the hook. Like, I just can't. There's just a really big gap in the center. I'm not fond of that. I really don't like that. I really want to fix that, so that requires me frogging like half of it, which I don't really mind doing because I did do this like literally like 3 weeks ago. So all of that work I did is so far behind me that it's not painful to frog it. This version I made with Sweet Snuggles, and I really like how this one turned out, and there's no gaps because it's such a smaller yarn and I use such a smaller hook. It looks so good. I wish that I could make that one have way less gaps in it like this one, but like I said, you need to use that giant hook, so it's kind of inevitable. Oh well. So yep, I guess I'm gonna have to go ahead and start frogging. I'm also thinking about how I already sewed the center shut. I sewed some gaps shut with white worsted weight yarn, so that's gonna suck when I get to that part. I might have to cut it up a little bit. It's gonna be okay. Alright, second root done. Okay, that wasn't as hard as I thought. Alright, third root down. I stuffed some scrap yarn in that one. Oops. The amount of stuffing in this tube is insane. Oh! That literally scared me. Oh my god. I knew that was bound to happen eventually. Surprised it didn't happen sooner, actually. Oh! Oh my gosh, what's with this skein of yarn just breaking? Ah! Now I just have to frog this center bit. This is what we're looking like again. Feels like we're back to square one here. Okay, well I found some string here. I'm scared to cut it. I just want to cut it where I lose as minimal amount of yarn as possible. Oh, did I accidentally just cut that? Oh, I did. That made the decision for me, I guess. Oh wait, that was pretty easy. Wait. I managed to accidentally cut right in the center. Now I just need to figure out how to unravel. We don't. Now we unravel. Okay. Okay. Alright, I made it all the way back to pre-root tooth. Did we give it a root canal? Is that how root canals work? Probably not. We're just gonna say I gave it a root canal because why not? This is the current state of my craft room, looking absolutely insane. Look at all of that yarn I frogged. Look at all of the stuffing I frogged. Like, hello? I think I'm gonna take a food break and I'm gonna go get Taco Bell, and then after I eat, we will work out where I want to put the new roots. On this small tooth, I shifted the roots by 4 stitches. I'm wondering if I can just do 4 stitches on this giant one as well, but I don't know if the proportions will be the same. They probably won't be. I'm gonna worry about that when I'm fed. Alright, I'm back and I'm gonna start crocheting the roots again. I just have to figure out where I want to start crocheting the roots. Like I said, on this small little guy, I added 4 single crochets. So to figure that out, first I have to figure out where the corners are. Let's see. This corner is like right. Alright, I'm gonna map out where I want the roots and I'll be right back because this is gonna take me a second. I literally had to extract more stuffing out of the tooth because it was falling out as I was trying to figure out where I wanted to put the roots. And I think I did officially come to the conclusion that I also want to add 4 more single crochets on the jumbo one. So I think 4 single crochets is the perfect amount all around the board for the mini tooth and the jumbo tooth. She's drinking my Mountain Dew Baja Blast Freeze. No. I can replace the straw. I'm not drinking after her. Well, actually, this is the dirty Baja Blast Freeze. I guess it's almost gone anyways. You are not allowed to have Mountain Dew. Okay, I don't remember where I was. Basically, I think I'm settled on adding 4 single crochets. I'm just hoping once I actually add those 4 single crochets and I make the roots, it will actually look all lined up and perfect. I guess we'll go ahead and find out. All right, here's how we're looking. I'm just like kind of squishing it down to make that square shape a bit more prominent so I can double check that the roots are finally in line with the corners. I still am like confused on how to word that. I think you guys get what I mean, right? Okay. I just wish I could get this one side flatter. That's why I'm just pushing down on the sides a little bit. I removed a lot of stuffing, and I even have a whole box right here. I mean, I had to as I was frogging it, but I think that helped a lot with some of the gaps I was having right here between my stitches. So that's really good too. I have like no regrets on frogging this thing. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about this, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and start crocheting the roots again. I just locked in for so long. It's literally 11:30 p.m. When did I start? Maybe around like 3 p.m.-ish. So I have been locked in and we've gotten very, very, very far. I just have to sew the opening at the roots closed and then the opening in the center closed. She thinks I have treats because I just ate a Nutella biscuit, and this bag sounds like treats to her. I feel like I'm torturing her by even making that noise, but I just put food out for her, so go eat your food. Please go eat your food. No treats. Anyways, let me go ahead and show you what I have. I actually don't even know what this looks like standing up. I do want to close it first because at this point there's no going back. We're gonna see it together when I stand it upright. Let me go ahead and sew these openings shut real quick. I'm gonna like double sew it. I'm gonna sew it with some white worsted weight as well. Oh no, she's gonna play with it. Oh my god. Hello, excuse me. I'm trying to use that. Ew, it's just like flossed her teeth. Ew, I felt her spit. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna cut this. I'll be watching her. Oh, alright, well. My back hurts so bad. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and sew up these 4 roots and I'll be right back. So this is what I have left for yarn. I really wish I didn't have any left because I'm never gonna use this again, but oh well. I just sewed everything up so it's completely done now. I'm so scared to flip it upside down because if you remember what I talked about previously, I was really scared that the top is gonna be so heavy that it kind of pushes these down. I did stuff them very firmly, but then again, they could also just like spread out like that, which we also don't really want. And it's done. We've committed. This is it. This is the tooth. I'm gonna need to move this cat out of the way. Angel. What was that? What was that? You need to move. You need to move. You need to move. I just vacuumed earlier and my floor is once again covered in yarn fuzz from this tooth. I definitely did not realize how much this yarn sheds, but here we are. Oh yeah, my knees were hurting so bad. Are they still red? Can you tell? I used my Squishmallow turtle to kneel on and look how flat he is. He's as flat as a freaking pancake. I do feel sorry for him, but it was very helpful. All right, moment of truth. Give me a drum roll, please. It stands up so good. Are you kidding? Oh my gosh, wait, this is so good. Wait, I'm so shocked. I'm genuinely so shocked that it's standing up like nicely. Like it's standing up so nice. Oh my gosh, I'm even putting some pressure on it. Like of course it's like drooping down a little bit with the pressure, but not nearly as bad as I anticipated. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. There's no ripples at the top, no ripples. Here, I can show you. No ripples, looks amazing. It's so sturdy. Oh my gosh. What do you think, Angel? Do you like it? She can't even see it. I wonder how much it weighs too. I'm not weighing it. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not weighing it. But it's very heavy. It's very, very, very heavy. I have no business having a massive crochet tooth, but I'm so sad to give this up. It's so cool. Oh yeah, I was also gonna show you guys something. I was gonna show you this before I flipped it upside down, but I cut out some felt pieces for a TikTok. I'm just gonna put them in upside down, I guess. I don't know. I'm gonna make a TikTok. Oh wow, okay, you can tell. You can tell what that is, right? Miffy upside down. I'm gonna make a TikTok where I make a joke like, I crocheted Miffy, but it's actually a tooth.
A month ago, I told you I was crocheting my first jumbo project and I asked what you thought it would turn into. And I can finally share with you what I made. Did anyone guess Miffy? But hold on. I'm just kidding because I actually crocheted a jumbo tooth.
I cut out those little pieces when my arms were getting a little bit tired and my knees were getting a little bit too red. It's not perfect, it's not amazing. I just cut it out out real quick because I don't care. It's just like a little joke, a little prank. Doesn't need to be perfect by any means, but it does the job, right? It looks like Miffy. I will be going with my friend to her sister's little ceremony pinning thing, which is when her family is going to be gifting this to her. So if she's comfortable with me recording and uploading it, I will show you guys her reaction. We'll see what I end up recording, but whatever I do end up recording, you'll see right now. I just wanted to quickly show you guys how I wrapped the tooth up. My friend's dad gave me a TV bag, but I did also use another piece of plastic, which is what my stuffing came in, my 5-pound bag of polyfill. You know how it comes in a little bag? I cut it up and I put it on this side of the tooth and I just taped the crap out of it. So, I mean, it's not very aesthetically pleasing, but this does need to withstand a 3-hour drive in the back of a truck. I'm hoping that this will do the job. It is currently 12 a.m. the day before the dentist gets her giant crochet too, so we are cutting this project pretty close.
All right, you want to set it down like right here? Yeah.
Took that.
Stop, that's so fucking funny. Oh my god, I'm obsessed.
Actually awesome.
Yeah, I taped it up really good.
That is so good.
This is hilarious.
Jaden made this for
You
me.
made this? Of course.
Yeah.
Shut up. Oh my god.
This is awesome. This is
Look,
so
you guys, it's so cool.